Alright guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we'll be looking at a script that I normally use, a resource that I normally use. It's known as SD Merchant, and this resource it's basically a black market, but on steroids in a way. Yeah, we'll go over it. So basically, what this does, all right, uh, it allows you to create different types of merchants. I mostly use it for one type of merchant or one type of black market, which is the wandering ped, meaning that this ped will walk a certain area or will spawn randomly in a certain area that you tell it to spawn, and it will walk a particular uh, waypoint that you set. There's other ways that you can create black markets within the script for static peds, meaning that the ped is like literally just stand in one place like you're normally used to. You walk up to the ped and you purchase something, that ped will always be there no matter what. And I'm saying then you have single models, which are like as like props, basically like a trash bin, a dumpster. You could make that, by targeting it, it will become a interactable model that has weapons or whatever it is that you choose to sell within the ped. And then you have certain box zones or polyzones, multiple objects, so on and so forth. There's also merchant shop types, which are like player market. Players can buy, sell, collect, all of that. Purchase from NPCs, configurable stock, so on and so forth. But the main reason why I use it is just for the wandering ped. If you guys want to go through all this and then set up your own ped and go for it. Do your own merchants and go for it. But this is also a paid resource. My bad. This is also a paid resource. So I will leave a link to this in the description, and it's by Sloppy Designs. Um, Pretty cool guy. Spoke a few times, about this resource, and he's one of the few that are very open and always willing to help his customers. All right. Now, with that said, I already downloaded these resources, by the way. But once you purchase the resource, you head to your Keymaster, and then you download your resources right here. Now, after downloading, yeah, you want to make sure I have mine on the add-ons in SD, and that's where I put it in SD merchants. That's where I have it. But with that said, let's take a quick look at our um, documentation and how to properly set this up. It's pretty much drag and drop, but if you want to set up like other different, merchants and so on, it's best to have a look at it. Getting started, create a merchant by creating a new file, a new Lua file, name it anything you want. So your merchants should go under merchant name Lua, merchants, and then you call it your name, whatever. Now, let's do this real quick. So we do have examples here, but we'll look at the examples in a second. Let's do it right here, and we'll say new folder, not folder. I keep creating folders. Let's go new text, Control A. We'll call this one Amy, because we're going with a .lua. Yes. Open her up. Okay. Now, if we're going along with the documentation here, there's no copy. So config merchant, let's do this, just so you guys can follow along easily and properly create your own. Where am I? Here we go. So let's do that. Let's call her, put Amy right here. So yeah, so when creating the types of peds, you'll have server side, which is it creates wandering ped, client side, which creates static peds. Since we're creating a wandering ped, we want to go server side where it says type. We want to copy that. Server type, copy that. We head back to our V code here real quick. We can just put this right here and save, hit enter, because we're going to continue on. Let's see. So type string, type ped, client ped model. We ain't doing that. So we're on our ped server. Sorry, server side peds, wandering ped. Merchant walks the single path. So meaning if I wanted the ped to walk one block, yeah, I will put a waypoint. Let's say it's a square block. It's literally a square. I'll put maybe, let me see, two waypoints, and I'll show you guys this in a second. Actually, let's go look at that right now. Well, we can. Let's go to config. I don't want to go to shared config. Now these are important to have. Make sure that your debug is enabled. Path debugging, you don't need it. Make sure config creation tool is true as well. Yes. And second thing, if you want to have the examples enabled, you want to make sure that examples are true as well. I have examples enabled, but we'll go over that in a second. So once that's done, you want to hit / create path, and it will say the name. Let's call her Amy. Now I normally put these in, like, because I like to, challenge people that are in servers. So I will put these like in a populated area, for instance, like Legion Square here. But the starting point will not be somewhere that's visible. I tend to put that somewhere that's more secluded, because you don't want the ped to be popping in, and then people just see this random ped just popping out of nowhere. Then it will make it obvious. So what I will do, so we'll place a path right here by pressing E. The first path, the waypoint, is where the ped will spawn. This is where the ped will walk to and back. So it will repeat constantly. But we don't want the ped to stop here. We want the ped to go that way, all the way out, and then circle all the way, come all the way around the block, back in. And let's say the ped walk the entire block. You set your waypoints around the entire block. When it come all the way back here, what will happen, we'll put the last point here just to have the ped. So if the last point is here, what will happen, the ped will stop right here and then walk and then turn back, go back in the opposite direction which it came until it reached to the first point, and it'll basically repeat the process over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So once that is done, once you did all of that and you hit Y to save, we're not going to do that though. Once you hit Y to save, you want to go to your creation folder within the resource, and you'll see merchant paths. All right. So once you have the path like this, you want to copy all copy the vector. So hit copy. Let's go back to our Amy, and I think we are supposed to, let's double check. So we need the ped. Let's do this actually. Let's get these. So this is for a server. Yes, let's get these. Let's paste this right here, and we're going to go back to here. Let's copy our chords. Nope. Copy our chords, and we're going to replace these with this. All right. So that's Amy set up. Let's do this. Let's see if I've never tried this, but let me see. Let's do a refresh here. And you're gonna hit restart. Did I not spell that right? Refresh. There we go. And I'm gonna hit restart. So restart SD. And don't expect this to work. I just want to try it. Merchant. Yeah, as I figured. Okay. All right. So now that is set, oh, we didn't put up model. I'm crazy. Let's get our ped model. Let's use Jules for our ped model. Paste this right here. What did I do wrong here? Yeah, you don't need to be doing all that. Hit save. I just want to see if this works with just the. I've never done it, but let's see. Oh, there she is. Okay, got the meld. So by right, she should be walking the path, but that's not happening because obviously it's still incomplete. So let's get it up and going the way it's supposed to be. Uh, now, where was I? Here we go. All right. Now, this is for weapons if you want to give your pet a weapon, which we are going to. So let's do this. Let's copy, head back here. I think this is after the fact. Weapon, here go through. Weapon, we're gonna say weapon underscore SMG. Visible, you don't want to make this visible because then it will be obvious to everyone that this is a pet of interest, so you would not want to do that. So we set this to false. Accuracy 100%, armor 100%. You can change these variables as you go along. I said back here. So yeah, this is okay. That's about it. We don't need to worry about anything else. Now, and we won't be using blip. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at our example over here because there are some examples in the config. We are not going to be using any blips. Shop. Let's have a quick look at our shops again. There's the types of shop. So the type of shop you want to use. Choose one from the following option. Market, where players can list items for sale and others players can buy. This is useful. I was planning on using this for something special. Well, it's most likely for gold, but I will explain that at another point, at another time. Buy. Buy is a shop where you can list items for sale that a player can purchase. So we're going with the buy option. Sell is a shop where a player can sell items to the merchant that are listed in items. All right. So option type of shop is market, buy, sell, title of shop. So you'll be looking at this and not quite knowing how you would lay this out, but as I said, they are examples here. All right. So let's use an example. Let's do this actually. Let's get rid of you. And let's head back to Amy. All right. We'll skip in the blip option. So let's go bracket shops. I think it's shop. Just shop. Oop, I forgot something. Not you. Shop. All right. We want to hit equal enter. And we say type equal by, and then we want to say wait. Type is by. Enter again, and then we want to title. Come on, bro. Can I not spell? What the hell am I doing? Title equals so on. Let's call it Amy for now. We don't need that space. And that's done. Now that should be it. That's all there is to it. We don't need to add a sequence, but let's say we did. The sequence is like when you're interacting with the pet, it will give an animation of you giving a card or whatever it may be. And also you can also set that it's required for you to have a certain item to interact with the shop. Let's do that actually. Let's add that in. One is right here already, so let's use this one. Requirements, yeah, let's use that one. So we'll paste that. Security card. Remove. Nope. Amount 1. Okay. And then we're going to, let's use the sequence just so you guys can understand what I'm saying. And we'll add the sequence after the shop here. All right. Now the options are as follows. What options do you want the shop to have or the merchant to have? To buy, sell, we're only using buy, so we'll go with buy just to make this quick and easier. Let's not make this video longer than it has to be. So we want to hit space there, and we want to get rid of, let's just delete these. Save that. Logs, if you need logs, you don't need logs, but if you do, I would say you should have logs. But if you do, all right. Now, because we are using, I don't think the items are needed here. So because we're using QB, yeah, we're going to be using the item section from QB. Let me show you how this works. Before it was different, but since they updated it, it's somewhat different now. So what we're going to do, paste this right here. This is where you would add the item. So if you wanted more weapons here, let's go duplicate. It might thing update. Is it? Never mind. Anyways, so because we are using more, I missed something. Something is missing from here. I see what I did wrong. So why you pay attention, people. Yeah, something is missing from there. There you go. That's where it's supposed to be. So we're done with the entire merchant setting. We're done with that. Now that we're outside of the merchant itself, we're going to set up how to bridge the items, so on and so forth. All right. So let's put a SMG in here. Oh, we can. So we say SMG and save. All right. That is done. Items. I think we do need items. Let's just follow the example. Okay. All right. Now that that is done, let's have a look and see if it works how it's supposed to work. All right. Now let's restart our merchant real quick. So, boom. Okay, there she is. Let's see if we can interact with our merchant. There he goes. Looks like you, okay, so remember I added an item. What item was that? That is required for me to use the merchant, a security card. All right, let's grab our security card. Let's go to slash. I am using OX inventory. If you guys want a video on how to install OX inventory, there will be a link in the description or one of those tags on screen, so you guys can click on that. So let's go give item, target 1, item name, so on, count 1, and then we put the type should be item. Wait, what is my ID? Oh, my ID's 2. Okay, so let's do this again. My ID's 2. I was like, okay, there we go. Now we got a card. I didn't put any images in here. So let's open. I don't have anything to sell right now. Come back later. What are we selling? We shouldn't be selling anything. Oh, I forgot to change this. Amy. There you go. I forgot to change that. That's my bad. Sorry, it's not that. Please restart merchant. Okay. Let's go again. I forgot to change the shop name. Okay, let's boom. There you go. That is a sequence where you pass the cards between each other, and this is how you purchase. You know, you can buy whatever weapon that you need. You have to do it one at a time. I don't have enough money. I'm broke. But okay, that works. But that's it. So what will now happen? She will walk the entire path that I set up for her. Let's see if we can actually. I don't think you could. Let me see. I don't think this. True. No, it doesn't. Okay, it only prints in the console. But there you go. That's how you set up a wandering merchant with SD merchants. And as I said, you can even remove the card requirements for the item if you choose to. And also you can set up. Let me show you the other examples that are here. There are a few examples on the map. For instance, this one should be a gang merchant, meaning only gang members can access this one. So if you bother so on and so forth, they will be able to access this pet and this pet. I think let's close. Let's close that. This pet is, let's see, a client side pet. So baller's dealer, the baller model, the cord, name baller dealer by uh, empty true. So I think that means the shop is empty. Random item amount 2 and gang. So the gang that is required that can buy from this bed is a baller. So only ballers can buy from this bed. You can change it around. And then you have our model peds, our model shops. So B machine, what model is this using? Prop, a vending coffee. So let's find a coffee machine and see if we can. I think there's one in the store. Or am I wrong? Coffee machine. So every coffee machine will be able to sell coffee. I need to add these images. But every coffee machine on the map will be able to sell coffee wherever you want, you know. So it doesn't matter where the machine is. Once the prop is there, you'll be able to interact with that prop. Uh, next, what's the other what is this? It's a box zone. So let's give you a hood groceries. Let's give you an example of what this is, so you guys can see what TP. Oh, so this is a box zone. So if you decide to use a box zone, you can use a box zone and purchase whatever it is that you want to purchase, vodka, so on and so forth. Drinks, they only sell drinks here. All right, a box zone. If you guys don't know how to create a box zone, go look up how to create a box zone. So this is model and this is models, multiple models. So prop, soda vending machine, soda vending 2. So these are our weed vending. What the hell? We had a weed vending machine? I did not know that. So you can add, basically it's multiple props. You can add multiple props instead of just using one model. You can add multiple models, vending machines. All right. So multiple box zones. So you have more than one shop within a box zone. That's basically what it is. We already show you what a box zone is, and I think this one is over here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there it is. These are stores. Okay. One is for my inventory. Ignore that one. But there's two. There are two different shops here. We won't be using that one. We won't be looking at that one. And this is for polyzones. This is the taco farm. There you go. Polyzones. You can set your own polyzone and then interact with it. You can make it whatever shop, whatever it is that you want it to do. But I mostly use this for my And then we have the server side, which we already just have. We just where is this? Do I have ammo? Give items. Give item target 2. Ammo 950. Let's go find that pet and see if she actually. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's go find that pet that we just created. Merchant that we just created. Where did I put her? Over here. So she's not here. She's probably on the other side. Yeah, so what happened? She walked all the way to this point, and then she's heading back around. Let's see if she. Oh, yep. So once you aggravate them, then that will happen. There you go. That's crazy. Now she's stuck. She'll figure it out. But there you have it. I ain't gonna let that slide though. Hold on. Yes, they can die. So yeah, I think if she dies, the server will have to be restarted for her to be spawned again, or the script restart. No. Here's what I want you guys to pay attention to. Because this ped is server side. Because this ped is server side. You're not gonna once you created all your peds and all your shops and whatnot, you want to disable debug mode. So debug is false. Path. Make sure that's on false. You can leave that on. It doesn't really matter. Examples false if they're not being used. Okay. Our merchants. Make sure that your merchants are in the merchants folder. Anything that's on the examples will not be operational. Will not be active in the server. No, because let's go back to our spawn point here. What are you people doing here? Let's go back to our spawn point here. Let's restart our merchant. Let's do a refresh. Let's restart our merchant. Boom. So by right, there. You cannot interact with her because this is all happening server side, and it's a way to prevent, abuse. What will happen? You will have to relog, as in fly out, fly back in, or the server restart. So if you restart the server, or restart the resources, sorry, while the server is active without having debug mode on, the merchants will not work. You'll have to basically enable debug mode in order to make sure that the merchant works while the server is active. And if you're not creating or making changes, do not restart the resource. You'll have to wait for the server to be restarted in order for that to happen. It's as simple as that. But yeah, there you have it, guys. SD Merchants by Sloppy Designs. There will be links in the description for this resource, sorry, and link to his. Well, if you get it, you'll pretty much join his Discord. If you need any help on this resource, just make a ticket in his server and go on. He didn't ask me to do this or anything. It's just a resource that I've been using since version 1, and this is a new version. So I do like this resource a lot. I don't think I've gotten the chance to actually use it to its full potential, but I always got good compliments on this resource being in servers that I use. So if you guys want a good black market shop, whatever you may want to call it, Sloppy Design is for you. Until next time, y'all, I'll see you.